Let me introduce you Marco Baravalle. His presentation will be about the experience of Sale. Thank you.
So first of all, thanks for inviting me. My name is Marco. I'm an activist, and I wouldn't say I'm a curator. Sometimes I have to do something with contemporary art, let's say, because I curated a book titled L'arte della sovversione, which was published by Manifesto Libri in 2009. I curated some exhibitions, but my being activist is not really separable from being also like someone working in the contemporary art field. So I'm here to present the experience of Sale, which is this independent art space that we founded in Venice in 2007, and it was founded by a group of people coming from the experience of Italian centri sociali. Since 2007, which was the date of the foundation of Sale, we produced different things, exhibitions, seminars, events, and publication. Exhibition both with young artists and with like more well-known like international art scene people, for example, Yona Friedman, Gianfranco Baruchello, the Pirate Bay, or Martha Cooper. I'm going to read this paper because I don't really trust my English. I know it's going to be a bit boring probably, but I would like to be clear if you are so kind to listen to me. So I'm start this reading, and the reading has really the goal to try to go a little bit deeper into this project of Sale and trying to explain the reasons why we are not just a simple non-profit art space. Okay, in 2005, Antoine Prume represented Luxembourg at the Venice Biennale with a film titled Mondo Veneziano. As the stars, Prume chose 4 stereotypes of the art world. There were 4 characters in this movie. There were a bohemian painter with black leather jacket and black boots, a woman curator, always obsessed by politically correct, an art critic, quite formal and elegant, and a relational artist looking pretty cool, modern, and technology. These characters, imagine that these characters are talking in front of a cup of coffee against the backdrop of Venice. Everyone is involved in theoretical discussions when suddenly the characters start to become violent and start to mutilate each other with knives, with objects, with sticks. So transforming a quite boring situation into a blaze of splatter with a profusion of blood and guts. What you see here in the backdrop, I forgot, it's just a kind of a stream of pictures which talk about the experience of Sale, both the physical space and other things. Clearly, referring to this piece, Mondo Veneziano, the violence represents the liberation of those drives that art, here portrayed as a frustrated, gated community, can't sublimate anymore. But there are 2 elements in the movie that are decisive in stressing a feeling of artificiality and alienation. First, the whole script of the movie is made of quotations taken from art critic literature. Second, the film was shot inside an artificial Venice. It's not the real city, let's say. It was instead a cinema set built in Luxembourg in 2001, but falling to ruin after the failure of the mega production he had to host. Apparently, from this brief description of the movie, we should draw a quite simple moral. What could be a moral? Venice, or the city in general, is a movie set, and the art world a small gated community of chatterboxes hating each other. And this is a kind of neo-situationist reading of the relationship between art and the city as a spectacular device. But to be satisfied with this moral, I think it would be really limiting. Instead, what I think Prume's films should give us is a cue to really understand the reasoning behind the project of Sale, which is the central theme of this paper. We should then make an effort in order to detect a paradox in Mondo Veneziano. In fact, where the movie seems to point out to an artificial city and to a self-referential debate, it is necessary, on the contrary, to see the fullness of those material processes that, linking to art, affect the economical, social, and biopolitical dimension of the city. Someone talked about gentrification before. So, if we would have to produce an ideal sequel of Mondo Veneziano, we should add new characters. For example, the art economist, the financial tycoon, the creative, the precarious worker, the student on internship, and so on.